ear just catch my buzz. These right here just catch my cub. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I? That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick
Two
off.
clubs here, each looking to rebound from one loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches if they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Jefferson.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action, Cousins. Fine. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is when we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had the bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
On the pickup.
So now first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yards he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he's got more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Second down.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle, the Pro Bowl tight end. But now it's third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision...
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Officially, that was down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Second and 1.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Minnesota.
Now Dobbins. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries that they were missing in their loss last week. They're getting going on the ground.
Did you get the same thing the guy did during our meeting, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Cousins on target to Diggs. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Jefferson. It's a gain of 9. Brings up
from the 41, Cousins. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They've given him some different looks defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
And the Vikings first down.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, he's going to make a play for me. I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leads him to the first and goal.
First and goal, Minnesota.
They'll run with Dobbins. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal coming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. To throw, Cousins. The Colts D sticking to their assignments.
That was gay as fuck.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So they hit the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on
I was.
I know. Just not
and people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you would get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
10-10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Eason on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders.
And he'll get into the end zone. Down Minnesota. J.J. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Vikings 10, Colts nothing. Justin Rohrwasser.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Rodgers on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun is Eason. And his throw is going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He's going to go deep for Conley. And it'll be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. The throw over the middle, taken in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Vikings
to throw is Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two behind the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Cousins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rocky Sin.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs.
Minnesota.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Vikings 17. Colts nothing. Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Rodgers on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 20.
The return. The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
You fucking suck, dude.
That's
what you do. You fucking suck.
I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Rodgers on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 24
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score, Vikings 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Bounds at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings
on 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Justin Jefferson.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And the Vikings first down.
Now a carry for Dobbins. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's brought down at the
some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside. 45-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers, both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his first career NFL touchdown. To get this back with it, a touchdown.
His kick is...
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did. And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. It's caught. Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down on the 37. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
At the 33-yard line.
2nd down, here's Eason. And incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Colts 14.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 30.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They go play action. Cousins. Smith catches left side.
Cousins pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Play fake. Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of a yard.
4th down, Cousins. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Vikings 24, Colts 17.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Rodgers on the return. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Eason. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Shrugs him off, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Good.
4 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Steps away to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton there to make the grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
And it's up and good.
Ties the game 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sidelines?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Off the play fake, Cousins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Cousins. This will be caught inside the 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Here's Dobbins, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
At the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And I don't know that I've ever seen a tie game decided in the final seconds because of a safety.
It's just an absolute disaster, Brandon. You're thinking you're going to at least get yourself to overtime. But how about this defense? They said, we're going to take matters into our own hands, and this will be an unbelievable victory if it holds up.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Minnesota, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.